What's going on, guys? In today's video, we are going to see how I can help you maybe improve your life and generally just become happier. So the first thing that I do personally, and this has worked for me very well over the last few years, is I write my name down in the middle of a piece of paper, right? And then I branch off it, the different areas of my life, the main areas. So I've put family, my health, my business, and football, okay? This is kind of like a snapshot of my life. And then what I'll do off each section, I'll branch off that, and then I'll kind of look more in detail where things need improving or where things are okay. So for example, my family, I've got my wife, kids, grandparents, parents, my dogs, my cousins, my friends, okay? Now, I've circled a few things here, areas that I personally want to get better at. So I've circled my wife, my kids, and my grandparents and my parents. I want to spend more time with them, so with something like my wife, we live together, we do spend a lot of time together. However, we haven't been really going out on that many date nights recently, especially since we've had the kids, 2 kids. It's a lot harder to get out of the house, so we need to set that time maybe once every 2 weeks to make sure we go out on a date night. We used to go every week, but as things get busier, you know how it is, that starts to become less of a priority, but you still need to make it happen, because if you lose that, you can lose quite a lot. So that's kind of one area I want to improve on. Kids, spend more time with them, try to take my son football, take him wrestling, spend more time with my daughter, play with her. Grandparents, parents, again, spend more time with them, and make sure that I'm seeing them more frequently. Right, so then I go into my health. So I split it up into like mobility. So I've got my physical health and my mental health. So physical wise, my training, my diet, I'm quite happy with those. My weak area is my mobility, my flexibility, so that's something I want to work on. So that is something I've circled there. Mental health, kind of more so like, am I happy most of the time? Yeah. Meditation, religion, am I looking into those areas of my life? I haven't really, to be honest, looked too much into religion or meditation. I do kind of my own thing where I have my own kind of spiritual routine that I would do, but it's not following any type of religion, to be honest. Then I go into my business. So I've got my online business, my personal training. Pretty happy with my PT. One goal I had in the past was get like a full diary in, and I've got that. With the online, I've circled that because I want to improve that. I want to become a better online coach, service more clients online as well. So that's something I want to improve. And then also I've got here football, I've got Arsenal, and I've got my own 8-side football that I play with my friends. So that kind of ties in when I go see my friends and play football. Now, I've circled Arsenal here because there's something I want to improve. Not the actual Arsenal team. Obviously I want them to get better, but just generally before, I used to find myself get really pissed off when Arsenal lose, and obviously they lose quite a lot, so I get pissed off a lot. But now I've stopped caring as much, especially since like my kids were born and things like that. I've definitely taken a step back of being like hardcore into it. I still follow Arsenal, still want them to do well, but it's just one of those things that I don't let it ruin my weekend no more. Whereas before it would literally ruin my weekend, put me in a bad mood. That will kind of, I want to speak to my wife properly, and it's just stupid at the end of the day. These guys are getting paid 300-400k a week. Why are we ruining our weekends? Because they can't play football properly. So that's one thing I've definitely improved upon. So the ones I've circled, what I've done is I've just put them here, and I'll give you a few examples of any areas I circle. They're the ones I want to improve. So not only do I highlight I want to improve them, I'll put a little plan of action of how I'm going to do that, just how I'm going to get started. It doesn't need to be an essay, it just needs to be bullet points of what you need to do to improve. So for my online clients, I've increased my clients, so I can do more Facebook ads, I could do more DMs, reach out to more people, see if they'll be interested in signing up with me. So something I could do, and I can start making that change, and I have been doing that, and it has been paying off. Mobility, so as I spoke, I can stretch more. I can 15 minutes a day, I can allocate that to stretching. I can find 15 minutes at the end of the day or beginning of the day, start stretching. That will increase my mobility, and that will also help me with injuries and things like that, and that can again tie into training harder, getting stronger. So mobility is quite a big one for me. My wife, I spoke about, making sure we have more date nights. Parents, so I'll text my mum saying, Mum, we should have a meal together at least once a week, whether we're at my house one week, your house next week, my sister's house one week. We should link up at least once a week, because I actually live next door to my parents, but it's funny because we live very close to each other. We see each other a lot, we pop in and out, but it's more kind of quantity rather than quality. So that's something I want to improve, the quality time with my family. So there's going to be other areas as well, and your map can look completely different to mine, but do this, put this down, have a self-audit, look at the good areas, look at the bad areas, how can you improve, and try and make sure that you're always progressing, because that will also make you happier. When you're standing still, things aren't going right and you're doing nothing about it, you're just gonna get more down. So doing this, actually writing it on piece of paper, has helped me massively. Hopefully this helps you guys, and then you can start improving your life and getting happier.